Welcome to None of the Above. Today is July 7th, 2026. I'm Robert. I needed to do a take two on the Anchorage or Bust episode. I needed to get my important point across. Drawing from all the absurd escalation that's been going on the last couple of weeks in the Ukraine theater of conflict, um, it's getting out of hand. There's no serious players in the room that are actually coming up with solutions. It's all theater. It's all uh, they're just playing games. They want conflict. Again, as I mentioned in the video, uh, we have all the trappings of option A, an escalated war. Option B, a prolonged war. Neither one is a good option for reasonable people. That's the whole point of option C, so that we can actually begin a solution, pushing the ball forward, get some momentum. The way this happens, as I was trying to describe and did not come across clearly, I really tried to do a straightforward, scripted episode. That is just not how I think. I really want to be linear. So in this episode, I'm clarifying this option C would require that neutral nation state to step up to the plate and create this 90-day trade agreement. Trade is always the answer. It, as it was famously said, it's the economy, stupid. The three majority parties, Russia, Ukraine, and the United States, if we can get them actually trading and understand there's a profit to be made, if we can just appeal to politicians, diplomats, corporate enterprises, their greed, that's all that matters. We just need to get this moving. I mean, this is the only way to naturally bring this any kind of peace to the area. Shipping oil and oil products to India and Southeast Asia from Russia, Ukraine, shipping out the grain that they've been wanting to ship to North Africa, and the United States always looking to sell liquid natural gas, certainly to Ukraine, that is in probably dire straits this winter for energy. If we can just get those three and have it monitored by that mediator, then all they have to do is just look at what's coming and going and make sure that that ship is leaving and arriving at that port. And this agreement can be made in private, secret. All the press releases can be handled by that mediator. And that mediator, which I have a nation state in mind, eventually this may all be clear, but they definitely would be in the room for this agreement with their legal team. Make sure that everything is following the letter of the law to a T. Maritime law, international law, territorial law where that is necessary. But you need a neutral party to actually monitor this. Um, is it overwhelming? I don't think so, because as long as they're encouraging more agreements or discussions economically, avoiding for that 90-day period any political discussion, any territorial discussions. This isn't about a ceasefire. It's not about a peace. This is the beginning of it. This is actually how it happens. This is how it naturally would come about. Because during that, more trade agreements, more sanctions could be lifted, more ships could be free to sail through the Black Sea, for example, and or less harassment in the Baltic. You know, there's so many options, and as that goodwill and that trust is built, the three majority parties again, Europe needs to stay out of this. China needs to stay out of this. Turkey needs to stay out of this. It, we need to deal with the three majority parties to get the ball rolling. Later, with other agreements, behind closed doors, maybe those parties could be involved. But as long as this is following international law, in case it were to be called up in a court, that mediator was also notarizing it, which means it was the law was followed. They can bring that case to court. They have the archive. They know what the agreements held and who was doing what. That was pretty much the point. It's about bringing about peace in an actual natural way, in a natural timeline. So that is what I wanted to straighten up. So this is take 2 of Anchorage or Bust. I appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will make sure I bring you some quality ideas moving forward. Thank you all.